And so you've written this book, Culinary Magic.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit, what was the inspiration behind writing such a book?
Inspiration. I've been a chef for over 25 years, and it had been something that had been on my mind for about 8. 8
years.
It had been bugging me.
Every night it was just like...
Pretty much. You know, and there was always a reason not to.
Yes.
And then this year, one of the places I cook at is at the Regenerative Design Institute.
I love that place.
And actually one of the co-founders is here, Mr. James Stark.
James, stand up, please.
And check out his jacket. Give a turn around. It's really what it's like there, and you can see him in the book. He's actually wearing the bling. And RDI is an incredible place. It's a permaculture center. There's transformational work there. People get connected to the land. And I've been a chef there for a long time. And some of my other compadres are here. Jody, who's also in the book.
Yes, Jody!
And Anne. And Laura Vitaliani.
Yes!
And we all have scars, just so you know.
Oh, you have to tell Gretchen later.
Absolutely. And anyway, so James and I decided, let's do it. And it was the right ignition. And so we collaborated. And so the place takes place on the farm. And if you don't know much about permaculture, it's a whole system of thinking that involves humans connected with nature instead of separated. There's a way that we can be on the land, food, culture, community, in a way that just feels very human and really good. And so it just seemed like the right place. You know, what I'm interested in is creating community through food.
I love community.
Yeah, it's nice,
yes,
right? It's nice. It's nice when you get it. And when you learn to cook, you automatically have friends.
I do that. I'll cook all the time, and I have so many friends.
Clearly. So that's what happened, and it's just there's a vision big enough at the Regenerative Design Institute that it tied really well with my values as a chef.
Carin, will you tell us a little bit, what was the process? 8 years, it's in the back of your mind. Cook.
Yeah.
And then poof, it happens.
Yeah.
What was that poof process like? How did it come into being?
It's interesting. You know, I actually had gone through personally a hard period. Personally, and I was not feeling very social. And so I thought, well, I don't want to talk to anyone. I might as well write a book. It's kind of a strange phenomenon. Anyone know that feeling?
I hate people.
So I chained myself to the kitchen table, and I wrote the thing. And there were no Saturday nights, there were no Friday nights, and I just got really devoted, and then it became so joyful.
Oh my goodness.
And
you never needed to see people again.
It's a funny thing because then once you write a book, then you're seeing everybody comes back.
Everyone wants to be your friend when you're...
Well, it's not quite like that, but there is a celebration.
Yes.
And it really feels like what happens when we cook together. It's so special. So I want it, and cooking is so ephemeral. It's, you know, you make it and then it's gone. You know, it's here and then it goes. So I wanted to create something that actually you could hold and touch and get a feel of it. Both of the philosophy of food and also of the farm, the Regenerative Design Institute.
Carin, I think you have such an incredible philosophy around food. You've spoken a little bit about it, but will you tell us more about what does food mean to you and why do you cook?
Yeah, it's, you know, any chef is, I think, a little bit crazy. You gotta be crazy to deal with all the cuts and burns. You know, we deal with sharp things, knives, fire. But there's a passion that's there. And, you know, for me, it's in a long lineage of my grandmother, my great-grandmother, and my mother, who are all incredible cooks. They're farmers from the Midwest. So there's something about being on the earth, creating food, creating community. It just makes sense to me. Like a long time ago, I made a decision. I wanted to do stuff that I believed in. And I really believe in food. You know, it's the center of so many things. So it's a center of community, it's a center of politics, the environment. It touches so many things that I care about. And I can't hold myself. It's just a passion. And I started cooking for community when I lived in collective houses a long time ago. And so it's just something I did because I wanted to. It's
and then it just naturally happened, just came to be.
Absolutely.
Carin, and what has the reaction been to the book now that it's here?
It's been beautiful. Yeah, people have been very touched by it. I've I'm getting calls from all over the country, people loving it. It's being sent to the Bioneers in Chicago. I think it's striking a chord about what food, community, people, land, nature can all be.
Yes.
And the best has actually been my grandmother, who's going on tour across the Midwest, talking to all my GMO corn farmer family members about the book, and they're having family discussions. And she's making sales, and it's adorable. Yeah, I didn't realize that's really who I wrote the book for. It was for her. So
That is so. Thank you, Carin.
you're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thought it was really nice to open it up. Does somebody have a question for Miss McKay? You, sir.
So I also enjoy cooking a lot, and for me, music is a big part of it. So I was wondering if you have like a favorite cooking album.
I write about the book some bossa nova. I like that as a genre. In Brazil, kind of on the water, in Rio. So I like that. And a lot of times I really like silence too. I like to really focus in on what I'm doing. There's something very pleasurable for me about that. But one of the jobs I cook at that's so joyful is Brazilian dance camp. So we dance and play in the music a lot. So I go from silence to, I think bossa nova is probably my favorite, actually. What do you like?
Classic rock. Loud.
Yeah.
The opposite of silent.
Yeah. There is kind of one interview rule, though. We're not really into reggae in our kitchen. So that's okay. If I don't offend anybody. Yeah, go ahead.
Like in your little heart, who do you want to cook for?
Yeah, definitely Dr. Schmidt. Definitely.
We can talk after.
I think we have this phrase in the kitchen. We just say "feed the people," and I really love cooking for things that are. I like fueling things that are making a difference in the world. And in particular where people are visioning, coming together, creating community, where it's really about that. So that's where I find myself. And, I probably fed several hundreds of thousands of people at this time. It's a deep calling. So it's really feed the people, anyone. But I like environments where we're part of it, like it's not separate. So often the culinary world is outside of everybody else. There's this funny distance. So I like it when we're all together. Does that make sense?
Doctor! Excuse me. Yes.
There's a problem.
What's going on?
A little flower incident.
Okay.
It went up and in and it's down and it keeps going down and it's in
That's
there.
enough information.
Yeah, get it out.
We can't do that right now.
Get it out. Get the flower out. It went up and down.
Calm down. Sit down. Bridget, stop. Okay. Good. Carin. Hi.
Wow.
I just thought, Carin here, she's an expert professional chef, so be on your best behavior.
Okay, I have a flower.
Okay, stop saying that. Okay, continuing. Carin.
Yes.
Gretchen is struggling a little bit. You're a professional. I thought maybe you could help, talk her through something. Would that be all right?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. How's it going?
Well, not so good.
Yeah.
The knives, I can't really work with the knives. The tomatoes are slippery. The flour exploded and it went down and it's all over my body. It's a little uncomfortable and I don't think I can do it, Carin.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah, of it down there, yeah. It's
I
uncomfortable.
definitely.
The doctor said I had to wait.
You had to wait?
Yeah.
Okay, before you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It seems like there's a lot of tension going on right now.
Yeah.
A little anxious, huh?
Yeah, I don't think cooking's for me. It's feeling like it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it feel kind of like you're doing it all by yourself, or would it be nice to have a friend come and help you?
Maybe.
You might feel a little better, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes we don't have to do this all by ourselves.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Because I really have flour all over me.
Yeah.
From the back.
Yeah.
And maybe hold the tomato when I have the
That helps.
The
Which
weapon.
end of the knife are you holding?
It was more of a middle ground.
The middle.
Yeah, I just kind of, I was doing a two-hand technique.
Two-handers. Yeah, I know that one.
Is that?
Well, it's nice. I like to hold the wood part.
Okay.
Yeah, the wood part, and with the metal pointing away from you.
Oh.
That helps, right? No one ever showed you that, right?
Yeah, because that's a weapon.
It definitely is. It is.
Using there.
Yeah.
Okay, I could.
It seems like you're calming down a little bit.
Yeah, I feel good.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm getting used to this, and
Chefs, we deal with that all the time.
You do.
Absolutely.
Flour all over.
Flour all over. Yeah, Nora here's a pro baker. Do you get flour all over? All over. All over. Yeah. She's an incredible baker.
Yeah, now that it's kind of nice. You know what I mean, Nora?
I hear you. It, like, it makes things move smoothly.
Yeah, I feel like
That's
it's
nice.
chair. Well, okay, so I'm gonna hold the wood end. I'm gonna
Yeah.
slip around with the flour. And yeah,
Flour's your friend. It's okay to make a mess. It
Okay.
really is.
Okay.
Yeah. Aww.
Thanks, Carin.
Welcome.
Okay. Woo!
Feels better,
I
right?
mean, yeah. If I just toss a little bit more down. Okay. I'm off.
Good.
Lasagna time. Woo, okay. And if you want some flour, you call me.
Okay.
All right. Bye. I'm a chef again.
Thank you so much, Carin.